Good to see you all. I want to bring in sila, ethical conduct, as an important part of our holding environment. Maybe even sometimes it's an unappreciated part. I know that we spent time covering sila last year, but I want to bring sila back as part of the holding environment today. Sila comprises 5 precepts. And the precepts educate the heart by pointing us not only in the direction of non-harm, but in the direction of well-being. When I first started to meditate, I didn't think much about the precepts. I thought, like, wait a minute, I'm here to learn about wisdom. I don't need to learn about right and wrong. I have a good sense of ethical conduct. I see it differently now. When Buddha was dying, his beloved monk Ananda was very concerned about who would be their teacher, who would replace Buddha. And Buddha said, Ananda, when I am gone, let the precepts be your teachers. Practice and learn from them. Learn from the inside what non-harm feels like. Sila is a teacher that we can call upon anytime, any place, anywhere for how we are relating internally and externally to whatever is going on. And wherever we are. And as we deepen our practice, hopefully we become a little more sensitive and nuanced in our understanding of non-harm. We're learning how not to inflict the second arrows. We have a little more clarity on what leads us towards suffering and what's going to lead us away from suffering. Ethical conduct engages us directly with the world as well as within our own, in personal lives, internal personal lives, because our practice isn't confined to our cushion and chairs. Ethical conduct runs through our daily lives, our families and communities. We want our conduct and actions to come from clarity. The precepts help us to become more intentional with our behavior and speech and thoughts, and they help us to bring forward the kinder, affiliative, and compassionate qualities. The precepts are not commandments, they're not laws. If we don't do them right, we're not going to hell, we're still good people. We will make lots of mistakes. And we want to be able to emphasize the learning and not the shame. We will fail. This is how we learn. And we're going to need to forgive ourselves and each other. The precepts have been described as guardrails. In the beginning, we can kind of see them like training wheels that keep us from falling over. And as we grow more, we spend more time riding upright. Buddha said, let these precepts be your teachers. What can they teach us? I'm giving a shout out to Thich Nhat Hanh because he's helping with these words, and he's taking each precept and confirms the cultivation in each of them. So listen for the holding environment as I go through each one. Someplace safe. Someplace that helps me orient in the direction of well-being. Here we go. Refrain from taking of life. And the cultivation here is the aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of lives. I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, and all of nature. In this precept, we offer safety. We offer refuge. We commit to nonviolence. And this includes not only the intentionally harming or killing of living beings, but also refraining from vocations that involve harm or violence to humans and nature. When we refrain from harm, we are affirming the sacredness of life. We offer safety. This safety offered by this precept may be the most important aspect of the holding environment. The second precept, refrain from taking what is not freely offered. And the cultivation here is aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, injustice, stealing, and oppression. I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, all of nature. Here, we offer respect, we offer safety, we hear the spirit of generosity, and we might consider the ways that we take from ourselves, deprive ourselves from opportunities, connection, self-respect, relief, joy. The third precept is abstaining from sexual misconduct. And the cultivation is aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct. I vow to cultivate responsibility and learn ways to protect the safety and integrity of individuals, couples, families, and society. And when we explore this precept, we're not only exploring sexual misconduct to these bodies, but all the ways we have knowingly, unknowingly caused harm to these bodies. The opposite of diminishing and demeaning is the commitment to responsibility in relationships, to honoring trust and protecting the vulnerable. We offer trust and safety and respect and dignity. This precept invites us also to look at how we do treat these bodies. Do we treat them as sacred? Do we treat these bodies with the respect and care that they need and deserve? And the fourth precept, abstaining from lying and unskillful speech. Well, this is not simply about lying. The cultivation here is aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and the inability to listen to others. I'm committed to cultivating loving speech and compassionate listening so that suffering and reconciliation and peace in myself and among others might be nurtured. Knowing that words can create happiness and suffering or suffering. I'm committed to speaking truthfully, using words that inspire confidence, joy, and hope. There was a teacher who said, I think I heard this from Bill, if you whispered in my ear all the ways you've spoken to yourself this morning, would I have a good day? Last one is refrain from intoxicating substances. Well, now this is an interesting one because I wondered what kind of drugs were they doing back then? I guess there was just a lot of alcohol, I'm not sure. But the precept is not just about substances that may hurt us in some ways physically. It's cautioning us. It's cautioning us to protect our capacity to be awake, aware, and accountable. It's asking us to look at the ways that we numb ourselves, distance ourselves, remove ourselves from present moment, from the here and now. And this can be very hard to do because there are so many intoxicants in this world. And there are so many things that we want to distance ourselves from. The precepts are teachers. They help us create a holding environment that we can find and return to, feel the safety of, take strength from, grow confidence in, and feel reassured by. Learning to hold the difficult with as much kindness as is available to each of us. So we can do this. We do this for our own benefit and for the benefit of all beings, each other. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your kind attention. And now let's turn our attention toward the first foundation of mindfulness, which is the body. So on your seatbelts, please feel free to move about as you need, noticing what is most helpful to you in terms of supporting the body to be comfortable right now. Sometimes the moves are very slow. Sometimes I might need to be quick and shaking loose. Mm. And don't forget the face. If tapping or a light massage is helpful, clavicle. We were talking about energy last week. Just sometimes that swaying back and forth is a way to sort of move some of the energy side to side. And you might even from time to time in the practice let yourself shift to readjust and refresh whenever you're ready. No hurry. Your time. Coming into a posture that's comfortable and supported. Easy does it. Noticing what's here for you right now. We care enough to notice how it is. And if the eyes are closed, lovely. If they're not, downward, soft gaze. Feel the posture of the body, how you're sitting or standing. Taking 3 deep, slower breaths as a support to settling, if that's helpful. For this short practice, we are orienting in the direction of comfort and ease, inviting the body to unwind, unravel a little as it's supported in the chair or cushion. You might feel an orchestra of sensations in the body, tinglings, little graspings, pulsations. This is the body of aliveness. We invite the body to settle and relax. And whatever is here for you today, holding it with a sense of kindness and care. However, this practice is for you today, we appreciate the intention to sit and settle. We remind the mind that it too can settle and relax. as if a dear friend, wise elder, beneficial presence is here with you right now, sending wishes for your deepest well-being, every part of you. And may all beings be happy and know the causes of happiness. And may all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. As if this breath is a precious gift. Thank you